Hello, my name is Don and welcome to episode 34 of my Motorsport Manager Let's Play with our creator team. Today we're starting off right where we left off in the last episode with a race win for Connor Chapman. It was a tough race, we couldn't clear the traffic. We had the pace, we just couldn't clear the traffic. As soon as we were clear, we were faster than everyone else. We're leading 1-2 in the Drivers' Championship with 70 and 62 points respective, which gives us 132 points, which gives us a big lead over second place in the Constructors. We're going to continue on, we're going to get this car repair finished. We've also got some brakes coming in, that's always handy. We'll continue on for 2 seconds just so we can get that car repair done, and we will start looking at these brakes. So we'll take this brake off, these ones on, and this is now the best brakes in the championship, so I want these reliable. I think we can still improve them further as well. I might be wrong. No, I am wrong. Okay, so the only other upgrade that we can do for this season is this one, this one, this one, and this one, which is a gearbox, which is the same as our current best gearbox, but gives plus 50 on wets and the dries, not including the medium tyres. So it's not quite there yet, but you know, it's a small improvement overall. So what I think we should then do is add these two onto there. This will get these reliable for the end of the season, and we obviously can't do any more with the brakes, so we'll go with the reliability and performance and improve away. We'll take this one off just to try and negate that unhappiness that one of our drivers had about the improved car parts. In the meantime, we've got offers for sponsorship coming in. We'll wait until we've got 3 in each, make a decision. Well, we're replacing 4-star sponsors there, so we need 4 stars to the place. Nicely done, we've got 4 stars there, so that's decent. We'll take the Cortez Tire Co. It's slightly worse off than the last one. I think the last one was 6.5 million for 10 races, but that one will do. And again, I think this is also slightly worse, but not by much. In fact, is that Ravelli Co actually better? 4 million over 10 races, that's 3.7. It's actually better to take the 2-star over the 4-star. Now that's interesting. Yeah, because that's 3.7 million over 10 races, and that's 4 million over 10 races, so the only benefit would be 700,000 now. So we're taking that. That leaves us losing 1.1 million per race. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 races left, so that's 7.7 million that we're losing, which for me means we can do the next thing that I wanted to do, which is upgrade this. Yep, 7.7 million, budgeted just about perfectly. Risky parts shouldn't be an issue this season because I'm expecting to go up. So do we now have the best car in the ground? We've got the 4th best car in the ground. We've just got the best brakes, so that's interesting. It's because those brakes haven't gone on yet. Gearbox up to 2nd best on the grid as well. But obviously risky parts isn't worth it because so much money to get banned. Let's go and get Scouting Centre upgraded and get a new driver, because both our drivers, while cost us a decent amount of money to terminate contracts, both our drivers are at the wrong end of their career, shall we say. So while they were the best options that we had, they're not good enough long term for us, and that's unfortunate. So it is a resource hog as well. They're both resource hogs, which is the issue with bringing on a young driver. We've not got a sort of senior teammate which is going to support them. We've got one who's going to be selfish and disrupt them. We've got a vote coming up, financial management. Got it? How's your happiness right now? Secure. Okay, so finances, can we take out this? Okay, he's not even going to give us money. That's worrying. But he's obviously worried about finances as well. but we'll see how it goes. We've got a vote. I said I was going to abstain this one. I'm probably going to abstain them all this season. That got rejected, so we're sticking to the 40 mile an hour speed limits, I imagine. We currently have, which is fine. So we've got the best headquarters on the grid. We've got the 4th best car apparently, but obviously we've not got to put those brakes on yet. We will now. Did I say we were profitable if we finished 4th? It did. That is interesting. We were losing 200,000 last time. So let's fit parts, put these brakes on and these brakes on. Still unhappy because this car's too similar. Oh well, equal drivers might have been a better option then, but who cares. How long is this going to take to build as well? 9 weeks, so you should comfortably be able to start scouting before the end of the season to pick up maybe another driver or two. We've got every driver that we know scouted so far, which is also a very, very nice thing to have. Anyway guys, we'll get jumped in. This is a 22 lap race with soft and super softs. High fuel burn, low tyre wear, that is okay. 22 laps, let's see how we get on. I'll be back for the race in just a second. Sadly, not the best practice session in the world. It was rainy. I tried to push to get the dry tyres because it's supposed to be a dry race. We didn't quite get it. We didn't get to tier 3 for the thing. We didn't even really set up any competitive times because it was a little dry spell, and I thought it was going to last longer than what it did, and it didn't. Basically is the moral of that story. And as a result of that, we only got 10% and 5%. I think if I'd kept them out the full dry spell instead of bringing them in and out then, we would have got 15% on both, but just unfortunately didn't have the benefit of that. Still should be just a one stopper on the super soft tyre should it stay dry. Doesn't look like it's going to. Let's go very aggressive then. It's one stop tyre. We'll go aggressive early on, see how it goes, and we'll just try and time our stops correctly. We'll just watch both drivers here because they're both starting in the same sort of, they're both starting in the back row basically. Chapman gets off to a better start but gets bogged down behind Lacombe, who is obviously his rival in the championship right now. In fact, we're struggling to get past anyone, is both cars peeling off a little bit. So we're going aggressive. We'll go down onto medium fuel fairly quickly. We're not getting past anyone anyway, so let's just go into medium fuel and try and defend a little bit and gain through pit stop timings is what I am thinking. In fact, I might even with Sauerbeck go into low fuel mode just to bring fuel for the intermediate phase, because we're not getting past anyone. So if we get our drivers split up a little bit with the before going on to the inters, it'd be ideal, but we're stuck behind every car in the grid right now. In fact, we just can't overtake anyone apart from each other, it would seem, and even then we're not really making any moves stick. So it's a bit frustrating this, in all honesty. In fact, let's bring it back down to neutral, conserve, actually conserve, because it doesn't look like this strategy is going to work, because it doesn't look like it's going to be that long a rainy stint. Looks like it'll only be for a lap or two. I might risk it with one of the drivers though. Let's go with Chapman. It'll be the end of the next lap, so we'll go aggressive with Chapman. We'll bring him in at the end of this lap, I think, if it starts raining now. Put him onto the inters, give him a stint in free air. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough time to justify the inter switch, is what I'm worrying about, in all honesty. In fact, we're not even, but now I've committed to this strategy. We're shredding through the tyre with him. Pit him, inters, balanced, fast pit stop risked, attack and medium. He will have a lot of free air. He will have the right tyre for about a lap, maybe 2 laps is the hope. It'll be enough to make up for a pit stop? I don't think so. He is on the right tyre though, so he will be going a lot faster than everyone else, but we're stuck behind traffic anyway, which is a problem. We need everyone else to be doing a two-stop strategy for this to work. In fact, we're 25 seconds off the lead just because we're stuck behind people. Going to push Sauerbeck a little bit now. In fact, no, we'll stay on the low fuel just for a little while longer. How is Chapman's lap time compared to everyone else right now? Should be definitely into our territory, but yeah, he's not gaining anywhere near enough time to justify this switch over. I don't think it's going to be too far behind. Given the situation, I think it was worth the risk. We can hopefully get to the end of the race on the next tyres. Definitely will kind of go into softs, but I think it might be, I picked the wrong driver for it, I think, to risk it with. Although there you go, there's the difference, is he's caught up with cars. So if it lasted maybe another couple of laps, we would get through all this traffic. We're going to keep him out for an extra lap while it dries up. We will bring him in at the end of the lap though. We'll make his pit stop to come back onto super soft tyres. Softs, we have to go softs because it's only a 5% bonus. We'll risk the fast pit stop again. But everyone else now making their pits as well, which is kind of handy. So we'll go medium and medium for Sauerbeck now. We've saved quite a bit of fuel with him. The problem is he's been so slow and unable to pass anyone. Chapman definitely making that stint work for him, as then gets all negated by a 10-second pit stop mistake. But at least he's not last. Absolutely horrific pit stop, costing him all the time in the world there. Going to set Sauerbeck onto overtake and attack mode. We'll bring him in for his pit stop as well. He's not made it work. We'll conserve in the next stint. Try and regain that. I was expecting wet and we've got it back just about. Maybe we could have got another lap out of him, but it's fine. In fact, another lap would have been almost ideal. Despite that 10-second mistake, Chapman has came out in front of Sauerbeck because he had an 8-second mistake. There we go, boys. Just what you need. Just 10-second mistakes in your pit stops. Any more sign of rain? None. Sauerbeck's on the softer compound tyre though, so Chapman's on the softer compound tyre, harder compound even, so we will let his teammate through if his teammate catches up to him. 17th and 19th, not a good result at all this. We've just got stuck in traffic and we've not been able to overtake at all in this race. Don't know what more to say than that, to be honest. I don't see anyone else making any extra stops unless it starts to rain again. We gambled that it was going to be a longer stint than what it was. Didn't work out for us at all. Going to go into conserve in a high fuel mode with Sauerbeck right now. Maintain those tyre temperatures as he comes just behind Krant after his pit stop. Come on. Frustrating this. You know your car is better than what it's performing, but because you're stuck at the back of the grid, reverse grids problems is really the nature of the day. And the results are showing, because you see Predator winning the last race, doing well again. Not winning the last race, coming second in the last race and doing well again here. The gap between the cars just isn't enough to justify having the best car at the back of the grid. It's sort of in the first couple of seasons when Garuda and the teams that were coming down were so much better than everyone else, it made sense. But in this current meta, it doesn't, in my opinion. That's why I wanted qualifying back. We would not have this issue if we were qualifying. Hopefully other cars that we're battling with haven't got through. I can't remember who was the car that started. Lacombe is behind Chapman, having made the pit stop less, of course, but he is on the faster compound tyre. There is signs of rain coming, but it's such a negated amount. It's not worthwhile talking about right now. And this is why you need better drivers as well. While we have 2 3-star drivers, neither of them are great overtaking, and they all have weaknesses in their game. As Chapman trying to keep Lacombe behind him, does he manage to do so? He does. But again, this is just him getting stuck behind someone in front, meaning that he can't get through himself. He's getting overtaken himself. Similar story for Schauerbeck, but he has made a move up into 15th. Lacombe, our championship rival at present, going into this race in a sandwich of our cars. Where's his teammate? His teammate is Krantz, apparently. I'm not convinced. Those cars look very different. I'm looking. It might be Stramby. Could be Ma. Ma, I think, makes more sense. So we're ahead of both with both drivers in essence. So we should be gaining points on that specific team. 2 cars in the pits. It's Santa Ana and someone else. So we've gained another couple of places. Santa Ana coming out behind Sauerbeck, which is good for us. As we start to make moves in this field, we can maybe come onto neutral tyres with Sauerbeck now. He's able to push. We're going to push Chapman on the tyres again. And there is actually rain coming right at the end. If we can time an interstint, we can probably gain a lot of time. We need to time it absolutely inch perfectly though, because it is only a couple of laps. So we will see what that is like then, but it might be a worthwhile gamble with Chapman, who is on the harder compound tyre, but he is battling for 5th and 6th right now. And as I say, he's battling for 5th and 6th, he's down to 8th. As Sauerbeck overtakes him, obviously he was told to let him through, so that's maybe what caused that issue. He's got close enough and he's let 2 cars through. Sauerbeck up into 4th. Yeah, it's not going to be enough laps to justify the interstint, I think. I think we'll be gaining more time here than what we will at the end. Although, actually, if we low fuel and keep it like that, if it's the end of this next lap where it's wet, it might be worth the risk. As Sauerbeck goes up into 4th. Can he nick 3rd? He can. But he's going to lose it again. In fact, he loses 4th again as well, and 6th. So 3 places gained, 1 place gained, 3 lost even. I'm going to gamble on pitting Chapman just to get, even if it gets him out of this cluster. I think it's decision time now. Yes, we are. Enters it is. It has to be this lap if we're going to do it. Fast pit stop risked. It's not worked for us so far, but let's risk it for a chocolate biscuit. Just when we didn't need a mistake, we get another 9-second mistake. We risked the pit stop to try and gain all this time over the last 2 laps, and a 10-second mistake means we're 10 seconds behind where we should be. We need to go into low fuel with Sauerbeck. So I don't think that gamble is going to work now with Chapman, unfortunately, because it's an extra 10 seconds he's got to gain in the 2 laps. It's not enough time to do it. So he'd have been better on the dries, but because we risked a fast pit stop, obviously it's cost us, it's bit us in the backside. We can go high at least on the fuel, try and gain some places back. Oh, Sauerbeck's tyres have gone completely off, that's why he's struggling. And he is leading this chain now. Oh, he wasn't, it was the Predator again that he couldn't pass. Chapman did gain a place back before the end of the race. Unfortunately, that 10-second mistake, he'd have probably been fighting about where he was, you know, without it. It's unfortunate. I said it was a gamble. He actually gained 2 places. He gained another one on the line. So it shows how much quicker it was. Without that 10-second mistake, he'd have been flying past cars. Unfortunately, it just didn't pay off for him. He was the only car that gambled on it. An extra lap though, and he probably wins the race. Oh well, 20 points in the bag. Should still be top of the tree. Andre Gomez, the guy that's now our championship rival. Kruger have closed the gap on us, of course. They wouldn't have closed the gap probably if it wasn't for that gamble, but it was a gamble to gain more points. that did not pay off. Unfortunately, hopefully the next time we make a gamble like that it will pay off, because as you've seen, the pace was so much quicker, particularly on that last lap, that it was worthwhile doing. Came 6th overall there. Still made profit, which is good news. Chairman won't be happy, but we're leading the Drivers' Championship, the Constructors, so shut it, mate. Basically, engine was turned down, no response to that. Anyway guys, that will end this episode as normal, straight after the interview. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll hopefully catch you all next time.